Guys, I'm here just doing another video for this is going to be jungle position specific video for the Overwatch position. Pretty much just going to run you through how I play this position, what my responsibilities are, and how I go about doing that pretty much. So number one, I always play as Rune, the specialist Rune. Really helps having the grappling hook for a lot of reasons, and you'll see in a minute why. But at the beginning of the game, I typically sprint up to the cabin here, or the hut. I don't know why it's not letting me climb this. Huh. It's really weird. I don't know. I'm in a private match, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that right now, but typically I'll just climb the ladder, and then I'll come out here, and I'll start posting on the outside of the hut over here. This is really hot at the beginning of the game usually, so I'll kind of just wait here, or I'll even kind of move up right about here. And again, I'm just focusing on this corner mostly, while the other teammates pretty much clear the map. Because again, there's going to be, let's see, off the beginning, there's going to actually be 3 other players clearing the village with me. So I'm actually the 4th guy. I'm really just kind of helping them get established. And then if things do go south, I can kind of just hold here for a while, and that way I can just wait for them to get set up before I kind of move to where I would typically play. My main responsibility when I'm not covering a position, such as covering for the village somewhere, or covering middle, because again from up here I can watch middle. I can also look across, and I can actually see anybody trying to cross the bridge on the right side. So there's a lot of different things I can do from here. But really my main job is to actually watch the cottage up here. If I'm not watching the cottage, guys will come out there that Kyle miss, or that the middle player misses, and then they're going to pretty much without him having a chance, because he's not typically looking up top. When he's playing down here in the middle of the map, he's looking into the middle of the map, and he's not worrying about up here. So my job is to cover the cottage. I usually do that like right where I was laying down there. Sometimes I'll just kind of come back here and crouch. At other times, depending on how the middle player is playing, if I'm not so worried about covering that far one, I'll just kind of post up right here. I'll also move up a little bit farther, and I'll kind of play from here. This lets me actually see all the way to the right, and then I can actually either eliminate those guys over there, or I can at least let right know that there's going to be guys coming to the bridge. So a lot of different things that go into this position. It's not the hottest position ever. Depends on how well your team's playing, really. But extremely important. You're basically a cover for absolutely everything. If middle goes down, I can cover middle. I can either, whatever I got to do, I can jump down and actually get into the middle to cover it. I can cover it from up top. From up here if I have to. I don't know why it's not letting me climb this ladder. It's strange, but yeah, I can cover for everything. I can cover for right, I can cover for cottage, again, middle, obviously, and if I have to help village, I'm only a couple steps away, which is why I typically like to play kind of out on the walkway out here. Sometimes I will drop down and kind of play from down here. This is actually a really good spot. You got some good cover. They're not expecting as much. And you can see, especially with the thermal scope, you can see into the actual cottage. And you can also see just past the cottage as well. So not a bad spot. And then if you do have to fill something quickly, again, having the grappling hook, playing as Rune, is real big. At times I'll even jump up top on the rock, and I will kind of help Kyle play middle. If he needs me to play it, I'll play from up here. Or I can even come to this corner. Just be careful not to expose yourself to that, because they'll shoot you from up top there in the rooms. So I kind of block it out. And then I can actually cover cottage from here as well, if I need to change it up. If they're, coming out and pre-firing on me or something like that. So, again, you just got to be careful, because you got to watch out for this rock, and you got to watch out for the runes up there. But otherwise, it's actually a pretty solid position. Again, get shot at, you just kind of drop it right back, and you're good to go. So, but that's it. In a nutshell, you're pretty much a fill position. for every side, every part of the map, really. At times, I'll even, things are getting really hot in the middle, I'll even come out here and kind of play middle from up here. But lots of different things you can do. Not necessarily the hottest position, but it's an important one because you got to know where to look depending on what's going on the map. If the village needs help, you need to be able to get to village. If middle goes down, you absolutely have to get to middle. You got to know what a priority is too. If right's down or middle's down, that's really my priority. If there's even one body in the village, I kind of have to let them go, reestablish the middle, and then I can go back and help village. But it's a fun spot. Other than that, I mean, not too much else I can say about it. Just make sure you're using runes. Maybe keep your kill streaks a little lower than this one. Maybe do a sentry instead of a strike team. It just kind of depends on the game, though. But yeah, that is pretty much it on this map. With that, I will call it a video and look forward to doing the next one.